Good morning, everybody. I wanted to do a thank you video yesterday, actually, but I got pretty busy. I've got a couple hours right now, at least. I've been slammed for like the last several months. Let me try to get this turned around so you can see this stuff. Hello there, duckies. I'm testing out a microphone too. It's $10 on Amazon. I don't have any food. I'm hungry too. I don't know if you can see it, but there is a giant frog under that bridge. Try to get a better angle. I'm over here at the Maryville Greenbelt Park. I've literally been coming here almost my whole life. So it's changed a little. They've built new bridges on the other end, which I took videos and pictures of. I'll put up here. But for the most part, it's still the same. Right up that bank was mine, on the other side of those trees, mine and my children's pediatrician's office. They're in a new spot now, but it was nice taking them to appointments there, because I went there as a kid and the place looked the same. I don't know if that's what are you? Is that a beaver? I'm not even, or groundhogs in the water? I'm gonna try to go get a closer shot. Thought it was a frog. A frog on a rock. It's just chewing. Oh, I think I see an ear. No, that's some kind of a critter. What are you, sir? Or ma'am? Crikey, I've got him. Oh, he's swimming. Oh, that's a beaver. Hopefully he ain't coming after me. Why don't we go up on the bridge so we can see him coming. Let's see. Oh, right there. I see you. Hey. Come here. I've never seen one of those here. I've seen turtles and frogs on a log. Maybe even a pollywog. But That was unique to me. This completely mentally threw me off track of what I was going to say. Squirrel. Well, fine. I guess he didn't want to talk after all. Maybe I'll get some scenic shots. It's 8:15 a.m. here. I got here right at 8. Trying to drop the kids off because I actually have a couple hours. But anyways, I wanted to say thank you to everybody who's subscribed, who watches the stuff, who shares, who likes things, who leaves comments, even if the comments are bad. But I've gotten some pretty bad comments, but I mean, it doesn't bother me because you can't please everybody, so you just let them roll off your back and keep going. I try to do stuff for everybody, but everybody has different tastes, which is human nature, so you win some and you lose some. But even the bad comments, they help the algorithms and the analyticals and all that crap. Well, it's not crap, it's just the numbers. It helps the numbers. So thank you to everybody for everything. I never thought over 3 years ago when I started doing this that I'd ever hit these kind of numbers, or that I would get monetized, which after 3 years, I got monetized this past January. Of course, you got to hit $100 to get a payout, but hopefully I'll hit that in a few months. But yeah, seriously, I wanted to say thank you. I like to do longer videos too, which I have ideas for, but it's just time, man. I work for the top state college in the area, and we just started a new semester too. I've been absolutely slammed. What little free time I get, I try to spend it with my family, or I try to just stare at the wall and let my mind decompress before I go to bed. I know I may seem like a shorts memes kind of channel. I do that because it keeps the numbers up, and it does bring new people along. Because whenever I upload a longer form video, it'll only get a few views. The shorts do pretty good, and I do that to keep the numbers up, to save me some time to do the longer stuff, because if you're not doing frequent uploads, YouTube will just start, your stuff will just start tanking. Hold on, I'm gonna pause this out of respect for this oncoming passenger. By passenger, I meant passenger of the sidewalk, I guess. But yeah, I don't like being known as a shorts memes kind of person. Just doing what I can to help stuff grow. And if I make some people laugh or smile that's having a bad day, then that's pretty awesome. I'm trying to, hopefully something will take off and I can give my children a better life. I don't know if you know this about working in higher education. Even in IT, it's not as big as the private sector, so you really gotta believe in the mission and helping students to do it, because you're not going to get rich doing it, but that's okay. That's what we're all motivated to do, is for our students and the future of our society. So even if I hit it big on here, which I really hope I do, I'm still going to do my regular job, because what's that old saying? You want something done right, do it yourself. I'd be afraid that if I stopped working there and they brought in somebody new off the street that might not care as much as I do, then the students would suffer for it. Hold on, we got another walker. So that's why I do what I do. Trying to play some kind of role positively for society. Which it does get stressful, especially at the start of the fall semester, which is the busiest one of the whole year. And it can get really stressful. And Wednesday, I was so mentally exhausted from that day, I couldn't even get through the grocery store that easy. But I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. Thanks for everybody that's helped me hit these awesome numbers. I guess I'll have to do a vertical shorts or reels form for the other platforms. I'm just going to keep walking around here. I may maybe I'll turn the camera around so you can see nature and not me. Nature's a lot more beautiful. But I got the microphone on that I'm testing, $10 for 2 on Amazon. So I may I'll probably just keep talking to test it out, and you can enjoy some scenery. I put some cheesy music in here like some of my stuff, but I don't know, the birds and the frogs and everything else is a much better sound right now. Hello there. Oh, I wasn't going to get you. We're just happen to be walking the same way. Waterfront Grill. I ate there once about 12 years ago, and I thought it was pretty good. Man, that's the bad thing about what I do, is my free time is so limited. I don't even get much time to do stuff in my own town. I've met people from out of the area who are like, if I lived here, I'd be doing such and such almost every day. Well, that's pretty easy to say when you're here on vacation. When you're here and you have to work full time, it's a whole different story. Nah, I mean, the bridge. Here's a fun fact. I used to ride my bike from my house in Alcoa over here to the library. I'm going to stop this for this person coming up. Blount County Public Library. This one was built, I think, in 2001. I turned 13 that year. Before that, the library was basically at the end of these paths across the street. It's now the health department, but that was the library when I was growing up. I had my original library card, which was typed with a typewriter and laminated up until recently. I lost it somewhere, unfortunately. I pause when people are coming by. You don't need consent to record, but I do it out of respect. I'm also, for some reason, short. When I'm making a joke on a short, I'm fine, but when I'm like doing something serious on a long video, I still get nervous on the camera for some reason. I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to explain the due time. Some of you may not get that reference, and that's okay. Some of you, your brain may be linking them together right now. Hold on, more walkers. I'll go up there and show you some old pictures of the town here. This whole area used to be part of a mill, which is why there's a dam down there. And no, I'm not cussing. That's what they're called. And then in the 70s, for the bicentennial of the U.S., they got it all cleaned up. Or was it Tennessee's bicentennial? No, because I came here before 96. I don't know. I'll have to double check. I'm almost 37. My brain's about fried. Thomas Memorial Fountain. DK and Elma Lee Thomas moved to Maryville as a young married couple in 1949 and fell in love with the town. DK established a thriving law practice, and Elma Lee taught school before retiring to become a homemaker and mother to their 2 sons. One son became judge of our criminal court, and the other chairman of our city school board. This fountain's been here for years. See, they moved to Maryville before it was cool. It's the new hot trendy thing now. So many people are moving here. Now it's crowded. There's traffic all the time. A lot of it's rude people too. I know I've ranted about this, but it's kind of sad in your own town. Town that when I was growing up, nobody wanted to live here. They're like, oh, it's small, it's boring. People were trying to leave. Now people are just flooding here. And then they complain about the way we do things, like they knew that coming in. And they yell at you and honk in traffic and everything else. They're rude in the grocery stores. All the realtors are still on, oh, you're here for the small town feel. Well, I think that left a long time ago, sadly. But it is what it is. I'll walk by the new bridges. That's where I came in at. Over there's where they're building a new pavilion, which I didn't even know about. So I get so busy with my job, I miss out on a lot of local stuff. But it's going to start slowing down again. That's what's nice. It's not all slammed all year round. First couple, maybe 3 weeks of the new semester, it's pretty busy. And then everybody's setting their routines and it starts to slow back down. I work until 7, 3 days a week, which is kind of hard when you have little kids. But it gives me a couple hours in the morning to come do stuff like this and get a little bit of peace before the chaos. Oh, look. ID! Hopefully that backpack don't just blow up. Do y'all read this as danger, keep off, damn, or danger, keep off, damn? Sorry. The ducks like it. Yeah, this was part of that old mill years ago. I'll look up some online resources. I would go in the library and putt around, but I only got 2 hours left before I have to work, and I need to get a couple things from the grocery store. And I don't like to rush home at the last possible second. Los Amigos. That food is delicious. They opened the year I was born. 1988. Hold on, city workers. Here's the new bridges. There's one over there. This one they built. And that pavilion. I'm not pausing it this time. It'd be easier to just edit out parts where I have to put the phone down than it is to put a bunch of clips together. I hope y'all can still hear me. That's where I walked in at earlier. Gosh, it's loud now. They weren't doing that when I got here. There's the front side of that dam. All the ducks. I think the Maryville Memorial's blocked off because it's attached to that, so where else I'd go show it off. What's up, duck? Did y'all plan to meet up like this, or did you just wing it? All right, I'll leave. Ladies. That one looked at me. These little concrete squares, they used to have some random exercise stuff on them. Pull-up bars and other random doodads for doing stretches and exercises. But I guess they just got too old. That, see if I can zoom in. Yes. That half circle, that's the Maryville Monument. It's got different names from the area and dates and timelines and stuff. People that are known from this area. Sam Houston, he lived here, taught at a school before he went to Texas. That's why we have a statue of him downtown. Right up on that hill, there was a tavern in the 1700s. One of the King Louis of France, I can't remember the number, it was late 1700s. He stayed at that tavern when he came through. There's a new, the More the Maryville sign. Yeah, we're already overcrowded. That would be I think working for the city like that would be fantastic. You get to mow over here, get to mow the city parks, baseball fields. Everybody I've ever known that's worked for the city loved it. But I'm all right where I'm at. It's good for my family schedule as far as my youngest has Down syndrome, so I can't really find any kind of after school care that is affordable that would watch him. So doing what I do and being able to do it remotely helps out so much. And I get to be a state employee, which I literally have wanted to do for years, but could never find a way into it. And then I went to, the year I turned 30, 2018, I finally wisened up and decided to go to college. With my busy schedule, hold on, Walker, morning. Sorry. Even though it's starting to get pushed out of this area, I'm still courteous. This is still the South, dang it. We're gonna stay rooted and treat people right. Anywho's, went to college 2018, Took me 3 years, but I got a dual concentration associates, networking and systems administration. And then I got asked to apply there. And at first I was like, well, that's kind of weird going to work where you graduated college at. And then I started to learn more about it, and I was like, oh, I get to be a state employee with the benefits and retirement. Yeah, the pay's not that great, as great as it could be in the private IT sector, but we're surviving. I feel like what I do is really important, and I'm not just working to make some random CEO wealthier. I get to be a state employee, which I've already mentioned, and it'll be awesome when I retire. Let's see. I'm getting kind of faded. I don't know. I just look like double images. Got 2 mills, maybe 3. Huh. Let's see. I don't know how well these show up. We got a good local history section inside the library. Maybe one morning I'll come and do that. Some feed. That's a milling stone right there. I don't know what that is. I get nervous when I'm recording. Oh, this is the flip side of the front. When people walk up and I'm recording, I don't know why. I guess you just got to get used to it. Here's an old milling stone. Let's see, there's a picture of somebody. That might be an old, I don't know. Maybe the Townsend Railroad workers. Little River, yeah, I think I see the same guys in there. Yeah, we had a major train station that ran through town. The building's still there, but the tracks are gone. Some kind of office building now. Huh. I'm trying to think of where that bridge is at. Probably over there by what used to be the Alcoa plants. You almost can't see what that top picture is. It's the same stuff. You check the other side. This may be a long video, so no, these are different. No, that's not. Okay. We also had the Little River Railroad Company in Townsend. They were clearing a lot of trees out. And then that got stopped when they made the national park. Great Smoky Mountains National Park. What time is it? Oh, man. You know what? Actually, I think it might be smarter if I walk back to the car and then drive up to the library. I'm going to go in there for a few minutes. I can't be over here and not go in. This is going to be a pretty long video. So, I tip my hat to anyone brave enough to watch the whole thing. Or at the very least, to just let it play in the background while you do something else and let ads play through on it. That's that is one way to help, is to just, you don't even have to, you know what? Come here, let's talk. You don't even have to technically watch the videos to help out. You could just let them play in the background and just let them run and not skip ads. That would help tremendously. May even save you brain cells, and it's a win-win. Well, that's pretty rude. Here's a gazebo. There's a blanket in there. I ain't touching it. You might get something. Sounds like the mowing stopped. I'm gonna walk back to the car and drive up to the library. A, so I can use the bathroom real quick, and B, look around in the local history section real quick before I have to head on. It's cloudy. I wish it would storm. There's been a chance for it quite a bit, and it never does anything. And then I get upset because I love storms and they're relaxing. And then I'm left sad, sometimes crying because it didn't storm. There's a shot of Los Amigos. Let's see. My camera is not great. Open since. I gotta get closer. That would be nice too, to be able to afford better recording equipment. Even if all this ever stays as a hobby, I'm still enjoy doing it. Like I said, even if this hits big, it's basically just going to be extra money for my family, because I'm going to still keep my regular day job because I care about it. Man, I can't see that on Zoom or my eyes. I need to get my glasses prescription updated. Yep, there it is. Open since 1988. I'm as old as that restaurant is. Oh no, it's a standoff. Sup, ducks? I'm sad there was somebody sleeping under the bridge. I didn't want to disturb them, and I didn't want to record them out of respect. That's pretty sad. If you ever find yourself in that situation, do not hesitate to ask for help. Ever. There are places and people out there that'll help you if you need it. Morning. Get the other side of this dam. I need some water. Give me some water. Maybe a duck can fly over and drop some of that dirty pond water in my mouth. Here's the other side. Looks like somebody's tried to get through it. I don't know why you would want to. And those woods back there, years ago, they had a skate park that the city built. And I never actually went to it. I didn't skateboard or nothing, even though I like to watch it and play the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater games. I liked BMX, and I had a BMX bike, but I couldn't really do much other than ride it and the occasional bunny hop. But they ended up closing that down because people were doing bad stuff there and ruined it for everybody else, which that seems to happen a lot in life. Now we're getting back towards the car. I'll put this down for a walker. You can look at my leg for a minute. My khaki shorts. A Tennessee keychain. Morning. I'm back, ladies. All right, folks. I'm coming through. I'm not. Watch out. Thank you. Such a nice day. The mornings are getting cooler. It's getting to be that time of year. What is that? Oh, there's a duck swimming after something. Oh, that's trash. Dang it, that sucks to see. Alrighty. That way down there continues on, as does the other side of this park. Actually, you can walk on the path is called the Greenbelt. You can walk over most of Blount County on it, and there's plans to connect the walking path in Townsend and the walking paths in Knox County. So theoretically, according to the plans that I read, you should be able to walk from downtown Knoxville to Townsend, or vice versa, on just the Greenbelt, or ride a bike or whatever. There's the health department. That was the library when I was growing up. But now we're gonna go up to the current library. Let's see how my shaky car phone holder does. Gosh, I need a haircut. You know why I don't have a haircut? Time. Which I guess I could have done it this morning, but hats help. It's not that high on my to-do list. Which way? If I go up there, I have to cross the bridge or wait for traffic to clear, which isn't bad right now, it sounds like. I used to have days where, in high school even, I'll admit it, I'd play a little hooky sometimes. Sometimes I'd come here and walk. Get rid of that teenage angst, because I thought life was difficult back then. Golly, wait till you grow up. But I'd come here and walk, and you would barely hear any cars. Like, during the day, driving through Maryville, there was almost nobody on the road because everybody was at work or school. Summer, it might get a little bit busy, but it still wasn't as bad as it is today on a regular school and work day. If I had it high enough, I'd try that dual camera that I got so you could see what I'm seeing. That parking garage is old as dirt. I don't even know what it's for. We used to have a big fall festival here in town, and it would get filled up then. This whole Greenbelt Park would be filled up with vendors and inflatables and There's an amphitheater on the other side of that downtown hill. We'd have big names show up. 2007, I watched Alan Jackson perform there. But then they ended it a few years ago. No more fall festival. All right, that new book return looks nice. Maybe I'll try to slide in it. Oh, no. Turning around, that's a nice blue Honda Civic, late 90s model, I can dig it. Wham! I'm what you call a country nerd. I've always been into technology and like Fast and the Furious style stuff, techno and trance music, nerdy stuff, sci-fi. But I've always enjoyed being out in the country or at a small town. I'm weird. I may seem like a big city kind of guy, but I'm not. I prefer to be out in the country blasting techno music. All right. Oh no. Testing. I yanked the little USB thing out. Pretend like you didn't see me do that. But I'm going to go in here and I'll have to be discreet. But we'll make it happen, Captain. I've got to try to be quiet, put that row of tables and chairs. And I'll also put a picture here of the other side as you walk in. Those were all computers. That's where the computers were. They had the big square CRT monitors. And that's where we'd ride our bikes over and get on the internet and stuff. Play Flash games in a web browser and all kinds of fun stuff. This here's a new addition. It's a teen room. This used to just be open space with more shelves. Looks like they've got board games. Oh my gosh, there's a Nintendo 64. Not that I need one, because I've got all the games that I play on an emulator on my computer. Still cool. See the original hardware. There's a 3D printer. Yeah, it looks like a nice place to give teenagers something more positive to do. Out there's where we're just walking. Down there's where the computers are now. Yeah, they still have computers, which is good because a lot of people don't have them at home anymore. They don't teach them in schools, which I have to deal with the after effect of that because kids come to college and they've never used a basic Windows computer in their whole life. And then they have to learn to be able to do their college stuff. It's kind of sad to see them struggle with it. When I was younger, having a computer at home was the norm, and at school, not something like a tablet or a Chromebook. I don't know if whispering into the microphone helped with the whispering part. I guess you'll know if you see me whispering inside the library on this video. It's nice to come see what all's going on. Look at some old paintings and pictures of the town, the county, the state even. I got some family members that are listed in the earliest records, which I think is pretty cool. Oh, sorry. I guess now I gotta head to the grocery store and get some crap and then get ready to work. It's September 2nd right now. You may see this tonight, you may see it tomorrow. I don't know. Depends on how long it takes to edit this much stuff. This might be the longest video I've ever made. I don't know. But we'll see. There's Los Amigos. They don't open for breakfast. But thanks everybody who stuck it out to the end. I will do more longer stuff as my schedule slows back down and I get more time. Not just the shorts, which I mean some of them are just for me because they make me laugh. But also I do those, like I said earlier, to help keep the numbers up while I have time to get a longer video out. But I like just walking around outside like this and seeing what's going on and maybe showing somebody something they didn't know or know about. There's a lot of people in this area now that they weren't here when I was growing up, and they haven't been here to see the changes over the years. So sometimes I'll just nonchalantly mention, oh yeah, it used to be this way, and we're talking about something, and they're like, oh really? Which sometimes they don't believe me, but if you look at something on Google Maps Street View, on a computer at least, on the upper left it shows the month and year that the Street View image was captured. There's a little link below that says see more dates, and you can go back and look at older Street View images if you want to see how something has changed. But anyway, that's it for me. Thanks y'all for watching and for being here and for helping me grow and all the support. I've been monetized for about 8 months now, and I've just hit $80 in revenue, so maybe in another few months I'll hit that $100 mark if people keep watching, and that'll be that's the payout threshold, so that'd be nice. But I will see y'all next time. And now for my next trick. I get to try to remember where I parked.